afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast. I'm your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to a 1 versus 1 on Rechnaya Pereprava. In the north it is the Hooligan, fighting for the German army. Deutschland taking the role here of the 3rd Panzer. In the south it is Orangepest, fighting for the Red Army. The Soviet Union, Socialism, taking on the role here of the 10th Mechanized Corps. We got Special Operations, Fortifications, and Luftwaffe Ground Force here for Hooligan with Infantry, Sturmpanier, and Metal Supplies Bullets versus Orangepest, Urban Defense, Armored Assault Tactics, and Advanced Warfare. That's an interesting one there with Infantry, Mine, and Anti-Tank and Bullets there. Strafniki start here for Orangepest. Gonna hit those full in his heart with some penal troopers. Double full start here for Hooligan. Standard stuff heading east and west there for the glory of Deutschland, as of course Orangepest is out for the glory of the Soviet peoples. Engineers heading out in each of their own direction, also going to spread out there, partly of course to figure out where the Germans aren't, but also probably just to avoid getting into too much trouble with the Sturmpaniers in a bad place. First penalty was scored almost done here for Orangepest. Followed there basically with sandbags here, tactical position there of vital consequence to, well, his operations in the sector. First penalty was scored out there for Orangepest, equipped with HVT-40. Also big thanks to, of course, my page support supporting my work as always, and you too can join those handsome and charming ranks there by pledging on Patreon yourself. Links in the video description. Also, you can always just subscribe, like, share, and press that bell button if you haven't already done that. We got pimps from the westward sea engineers going for the western viewpoint there. Scout car almost down for Orangepest with more Fultoniers in the way for Hooligan. Sees in the center victory point here with the Fultoniers sandbags going down. Eastern point makes this as well. They're very good. Engineers heading out. There we go. First engagement. Sturmpaniers versus penal troops engineers. Focus down the Pumas, but at this range, in particular with the way the covers lined up, I think the Sturmpaniers will simply have to retreat. Simply too many Soviet infantrymen. Typically, Sturmpaniers do not perform well in one-on-one engagements. Or not 1 versus 2 engagement, anything like that. One-on-one is where they actually perform quite well, but as soon as they get focused down, the Sturmpaniers tend to drop very quickly in combat effectiveness. So quick route there for Hooligan, but there you go. He takes advantage here of the action here to go for the car pump, but here we got Orangepest with the scout car. Flamethrower not quite ready yet, so I guess there's a small belief there for Hooligan's Fultz Grenadiers. But that'll probably be some issues down the road. Focusing northwards here for the northern victory point there. More Pumas on the way there for Orangepest and the Red Army. Shots being fired. Bit of back and forth rushing for the building. Of course, you need to be mindful of any potential chat drive there. Engineers get into the building, denying it to Hooligan, forcing retreat there. Southern fuel point there has been claimed for the German Army. The 3rd Panzer Division. Scout car sitting out there. More folks are there for Hooligan. Heavy infantry build here. Very heavy one. He's going to need some Panzerfaust out soon or something like that to help deal with the scout car. Need a Raketenwerfer. I'm a bit surprised he actually went for a 4th year round on a Raketenwerfer, which is what most people would do in response to the M3A1. That I suppose they could try with double Sturmpaniers, so that's obviously not what most people would go for. But there you go. Flamethrower scout car ready. I'm reasonably sure though most people would not be firing a flamethrower out of a moving vehicle like that. I might be wrong, but I think most sane people would not be doing that. I'm sure someone in Florida has done that, exactly that. Anyways, try there out for Hooligan. Well, it's going to be Battle Group Headquarters Mechanized. Battle Group Headquarters would make sense for all the infantry has, but Mechanized certainly wouldn't be a bad pick either. Fulton towards the center here, going to secure that, keeping them close together, so they have a better chance dealing with the scout car. Even with just the rifles, they can focus down the scout car, at least in theory. Going for the car point again here. Try out and not quite about here. Fulton's been spreading out a bit too thinly, getting here assaulted by the scout car. Good push there by Orangepest, exploiting their Hooligans. Thinner lines, more Pumas on the way there. We got 2 squads already on the field with the 3rd one on the way there for Orangepest and the Red Army. Fulton's falling back towards the victory point. 2 squads routed, and I suspect the 3rd one will have to fall back as well there soon enough, since on its own it's going to have a hard time. Mechanized Regiment there for Hooligan, so that'll probably be a Puma or Luxie versus Orangepest. But he still lacks the Panzerfaust to help deal with the M3A1, which is always getting a really bad time. Northern points being seized for Hooligan. The Sturmpanier Fultz Grenadiers. Pumas from the northward the scout car as well. Back here, troops reinforcing for Hooligan. The glory of Deutschland. Troops pushing northwards there against the Fultz there by the northern victory point. Charging in there, forcing retreat. Very good. But there you go, a lot of firepower then. There's a good chance here that Hooligan's Fultz could get wiped out. In this case, the scout car does not pursue, which does save them. That said, He does now have access to the Panzerfaust, which should help a bit if he can catch the scout car with him. Of course, that's going to be the next chance here for Hooligan. Now he has the Panzerfaust. Now he has to catch the scout car with the Panzerfaust, and that's not always as easily done as it is said, since obviously a push up. Oh dear, almost got the jump was wiped over the south channel retreat boat maneuver there by Orangepest. Aggressive as well. Had it paid off, it would have been glorious, but in this case, didn't quite pan out. But there's still imagine a shock effect of his opponent. And the south troops advancing, routing engineers. Note there that Orangepest has all gone for mines to help deal with any potential mines that Hooligan can be thrown down to catch the scout car on. Good foresight there by Orangepest. As we can see now, he's being a lot more cautious. He's kind of starting to figure his opponent must be having Panzerfaust, and they've got another satchel charge. Wow, he's being aggressive with them. Just blowing apart everything, hoping that at some point Hooligan simply put not going to be paying attention and then gets a wipe with the satchel charge. And those things can happen against in particular less experienced players who might be also a bit rusty and not quite as fast in their reactions. You can actually get wipes occasionally with satchel charges. That said, it's pretty tricky, and I mean, you know, a lot of the time you do risk just wasting munitions on it, so bit of a note there. Also just realised these two satchel charges, at least on the icons, actually have slightly different coloration now. That's neat. Tank turn coming up here fast for Orangepest. Still some time for the T-70. Meanwhile, we got the looks on the way for Hooligan and the German army. Deutschland. And units going towards the centre here. Skaka being held back a bit here. They're still sort of plinking away that the Germans at range. Good work there by Orangepest. That once the Lux hits, the scout car may not have much longer lifespan, that's for sure. Though it could still live long, depending again how Hooligan and the Orangepest goes about this. Bit of skirmish in the south as Hooligan sets up shop right next to Orangepest base. And it's not the good kind of shop. It's the one where people get shot. Back here, Lux on the way there for Hooligan. Almost done, getting close there, but the Lux does have a very high build rate for a light vehicle, which is odd because they can just get it out so fast. Otherwise, then the solution was basically just to give it a very long build time then. But it looks almost down there. Mines down here for Orangepest. Of course, starting to send something is coming his way. Still some time away there from the T-70. Could also go for the SN6 from response, but in most cases you'll just go for the T-70 because that one is still pretty good as the looks, but also very good as the infantry. Folks moving out, taking fire there from the SVT-40 building. Penal Battalion holding up there by the bridge in the centre. Luke's moving up there with sword cannon, cracked machine gun. Fun fact, the Germans actually had a very similar reconnaissance tank based off the Czechoslovakian Panzer 38T. Its turret that was more similar to that used in the 2-2 armoured car, but they did have build a bunch, and they're actually roughly in the same number as the Lux, roughly around I think 130 or 50 or so of them made. Little fun fact. Oh wait, Penals from the heavy fire from the Lux here. Sturm Pan is moving up, we got troops moving up, he got forces with the Penal troops in the centre, back here troops reinforcing, well he should be. Strafniger taking heavy damage, there goes saddle charge off again. He really likes those saddle charges. That was just, recently had a battle where he just utterly decimating the opponent with just constant saddle charge. Frozen his opponent just went like, stop doing that! That's not cool. I'm leaving. My mother said I had to do stuff. You know, that sort of thing. Anyways, got the first talking shows here. It is urban defense tactics with Fort Headquarters, the Line 2 tank guns, shock troopers, booby traps, and of course the KV-2 heavy tank, which at this point actually seems to be more popular than the IS-2 heavy tank. Force building right here by the M3A1. Then maneuvering up here in the north by the Sturmpioneer. Looks they're falling a bit back. The south here we got forces of those engineers. Actually pushed them back. That was pretty impressive there by Hooligans. Otherwise depleted Volksgrenadiers. Most of them by now upgraded with the Sturmgewehr 44. And we got the 234-2. Puma on the way here for Hooligan. And the German army. Looks rolling ahead here. Charging forwards. Based off the Panzer II chassis. That's the name hints at. Fun fact, the Panzer II was never really meant to see frontline action, but because they basically just had a bunch of training tanks and they couldn't run up production of Panzer IIIs and Panzer IVs sufficiently, they basically just pushed the Panzer IIs in alongside the Panzer Is. So yeah, little fun fact there. And they tried a lot of things to sort of make the Panzer IIs useful, since obviously like the initial builds weren't quite good, including for example you had the Marder II series, which was primarily based off the Panzer II. Puma sitting out there. Northern points being seized. Got a try on the way there for Hooligan. Schwerer Wehrmacht-Schlepper. Might be Battle Group Headquarters here. Could be Schwerpanzer Headquarters. A bit hard to say. Some players will go for Battle Group Headquarters here, though I'd say that's a bit risky. T-70 halfway down there. Puma's going to make the T-70 a bit more of a tricky investment there for Orangepest. He may still go for it, of course. But he could also just push for medium arm faster. Another satchel charge here. I would not be surprised if he's just doing this primarily for psychological purposes, just constantly trying to stress out Hooligan with just the constant threat of his stuff being blown to tiny bits and pieces. Like that, or he just really likes the explosions. Comrade Orangepest, why do they keep blowing things up? I like it a lot, comrade. And if you say against me anything about that anymore, I'll blow you up too. Okay. Folks, there's the penal trooper scout sitting in there with minesweepers in this time around. He's clearly starting to get worried about Hooligan throwing down mines to catch the scout car. But so far, there are no mines in Hooligan's world. There are no mines. Pumaing in there, grab the center point with the Volksgrenadiers. Engineers out on them taking A5 from the Volksgrenadiers and the Puma. Almost getting away up their scout car. Push back, T-70 again hitting the Puma, heavy armored car. We got 485 to 336 so far. Hooligan's actually got a nice victory point leader Orangepest. And there goes Shock Troops up to put pressure there on Hooligan's Volksgrenadier. And there go another satchel charge. This time almost getting away with the still. Hooligan was a bit faster. That set, the squirrels hiding in the bushes there were not fast enough. Shock Troops sitting out there for Orangepest. Pumaing in here for Hooligan. Shoots, misses the 230 or the armored car there. Shot firing the T-70 on it. Folks, there's the advancing shock troopers, forcing a retreat there. Back here, trucks still heading about. Might be planning the Schwerpanzer quarters after all. Grab the center victory point here. Orangepest slight entertaining the being hold forwards. The M42. T-70 rushing in as well. Oh dear, bad setup there for the Puma. Bad setup by Hooligan. Not good. And then got pushed down to half health. There's a take so hit with 45mm hits there on the heavy armored car. Incendiary grenade, they're pushing back the M42 anti-tank gun, but doesn't do anything more heavy. Looks going in, hitting against some shots, I imagine, with its 2cm auto cannon. Scout car, there's the Fulters up north, and we got pushing around Hooligan's car point there, but the shock troopers got played the Orangepest. And we do get a Battle Group Headquarters and then no Schwerpanzer Headquarters, no further to take up it, meaning Orangepest could technically get ahead here of Hooligan with some medium armor and really leave Hooligan reeling with that. He just gets a lot of T-34s, for example, right now. That could leave Hooligan in a very bad place. Troops are healing, forcing. Shock troops hunting about there, though they might want to hide behind something so they aren't just immediately spotted. Just a minor thought there. Shock troops are advancing Volksgrenadiers, pushing them back. Nice, and well, there we go. Grenade right at the entrance of the base. Very good, very good. Southern point being seized here by the Strafniki. Up north here we got penal troops, scout car engaging the Fulters up north. Very good. They look pushing back the shock troops there. Simply too much for them to handle. And the Puma is being still repaired up there by Hooligan as well. Very good, very good. Back here, anti-tank and hanging back. Getting reinforced. T-70 unit support heading towards the center. 485, that's a 318. Now the T-70 for Orangepest. A bold move. Might be trying to finish this off now. Though with the Puma, I'm not entirely sure second T-70 is going to be a great choice here. We'll have to see though. And certainly again, I feel like he might just here want to just push for the T-34 and 6 as fast as possible. We'll have to see. Puma looks in the east by the eastern field point. Puma going down here, they have to deal with the T-70, firing its 50mm gun, shooting and missing the T-70 light tank. Second one is almost done. Legends one game, the Puma as it punches through the T-70's light armor, center point being held up by the Volksgrenadiers, mine being attempted by Orangepest. Shot fired by the anti-tank gun, an attempt to shoot through the tree line there, but sadly the trees proved to be resistant to certain munitions. The trees would later be deported to a gulag after the war. Fortunately, the T-70 up north here. Looks engaging the T-70 and staying up the flank, could lose the looks here. Orangepest and the Red Army strikes hard here. Folks were almost wiped out as well there. Some nasty hits. Almost got there you go. Puma to the rescue, prevents the T-70 from pursuit further. There you go. Full squad gets off a Pantherfaust. Won't be able to finish off the T-70. Would certainly will keep force Orangepest to be a bit more cautious still. Pushing forward to the second T-70 and the anti-tank gun. Shot fired there at the Puma. Good work there. Good work. Still no sign of doctrine here from Hooligan. Still no sign of a plan. Follows the penal troopers. Another satchel charge here. Murdering them out. 4 kills, 72 on the looks. Scatter up in the full grenadiers. Fumes of the full grenadiers here by the eastern side. Well, our Hooligan can consider taking up now, would not be a bad idea. As for Orangepest, he's a bit behind now there in that race. And still no sign with Dr. Hooligan, still no overall plan there. Shock 2 heading towards the cut-off fight again, looking to once more disrupt Hooligan and the 3rd Panzer Division resource flow there. Always a good plan. As long as you don't cause ratio on units. Mine attempted here, but mine stopped by Hooligan. Looks pushing ahead, engineers force right scout, doing what he can there. 9 kills actually. It's still alive, and there you go, T-City going forwards. Charging here at Hooligan's helpless full grenades against the light tank at that range. Smoke grenade here. Nice and sneaky there by Orangepest. Keeps the point further out of Hooligan's hands. Nice and disruptive play there by Orangepest. Hooligan could also consider taking up here. Of course, you could also consider going for a second Puma here. Try and punch through Orangepest with that. Obviously has his risk, but he could perhaps finish off all the light vehicles here and also sort of ward him against any medium armor here from Orangepest. So it's something he could consider. Line to tank setting up here. Very close to victory 3 on that one. Firing around here, Chucked was right over the looks. 5 kills on this venerable light tank. He has lost none of them yet, of course, yet. For some reason, thinking he had the double looks. Meanwhile, opponents only had 1 T-70. Of course, I got it wrong in my head there. Either way, Penalty was routed. Puma need repairs again. The Kednev on the way there for Hooligan. Better skirmish in the south here. Barnhand got not off, but looks like we're going to be seeing a retreat from the Fulton grenades, maybe in the Penalty as well, as they're caught in an Inferno and in a really bad situation. Using the T-Sim to spot ahead there, see if there's anything hiding from Hooligan to kill or ambush. So, Hooligan's situation remains pretty awkward. Though it does have a notable victory upon leader with Orangepest still, which is kind of impressive. Luke setting up with Kednev backing up, back here to reinforcing for Orangepest. Medics ready as well. Me, there we go. Finally got take up here for Orangepest, mechanized armor company up. Our T-34 from 6-2 could, I think, quite devastating, possibly kill Hooligan right away. He could, of course, be thinking about starting for the KV2, but that would be, I think, a bit risky and give Hooligan more time to actually recover from the earlier setbacks and gain control of the situation, possibly stabilize and make the KV2 a lot less impressive. Look, thanking the T-70 getting off a good hits for the coaxial autocannon there. T-70 pushed back here. 11 kills, close to 53. Shocked was right as well. They stand no chance against the looks. Gauging the penalty with their Fulton moving ahead. Fulton's right from the centre. Penalty moving ahead. Fulton sitting out, seizing the southern fuel point here. Looks staying into there. Go another satchel charge. Orangepest plan for big explosions can never be stopped. Jobs reinforcing. Enter tank and sending out. Luke's rolling southwards, Fulton sitting up there as well. And there you go, Hooligan taking up. That'll be the Schwer planted quarters. He's going to be behind though here. Orangepest. Again, if Orangepest is not planning for the KV2, that should be a gap there for Hooligan to exploit. Possibly. But obviously, Shocks will move through it. Taking back to the smoke, take close to the Fulton and host them down with their PPH-41 sap machine guns in close quarters. Merging them out slowly, but there goes second full squad there, eventually 4 causing problems from the south here. Double T-70 striking a lone Fulton squad. Puma moving in, but the Fulton squad there is very likely to get executed here with the double T-70s coming away there. Puma moves in, throws down the smoke screen, saving the last survivor there. A bold maneuver there. Well, not particularly bold, but neat maneuver there by Hooligan. I probably is better to say there. Neat. Scout car ready with the flame front units again, full to being hammered again by the double T-70s. Hooligan's retreat remains awkward. Looks like going to set up the spare punch course within his base. Like Kevin gets going the T-70 here, using the sandbags for a bit of extra cover. And there you go, Puma flanks from the south here, catching one of the T-70. Second T-70 not taking a hit, eventually two. Closing in eventually three. Might be able to take out the second T-70 as well, that'd be certain big. There we go, both T-70s down. Can the Puma escape? The Puma escapes possibly. It's barely operable though. Penal remaining from the north. He could take it out there, but still huge blow there to Orangepest. Certainly might give Hooligan here sufficient breathing space. And there you go, smoke to the pot, but yeah, not enough. Nice attempt though, nice attempt, but not enough. Another satchel charge again. Unit standing ground here in the west. Films their brightly by the looks, folks moving ahead to go the Coh2 on the Rechnaya Pereprava. Several schwerer Panzerabquartier there for Hooligan. Grabbing the point here in the west. Seizing the southern fuel point there. And again, units going to be in trouble here with the looks. Close to the riding engineers. Shock was good for the Fultz going to do so. They are half health, so the Fultz actually might have a chance. In particular with the above the looks, they definitely have a chance. But there you go, line to tank them to the rescue. Punching holds down the looks as rear armor. Shock when you continue the assault, but they're taking more damage here. The bulletproof armor starting to fall apart. In tatters. Orangepest definitely stalling out for the key turn again. That might just be the opening Hooligan needs. Might. It may just not be enough, to be honest. Like, he's just had such a strong lead. But it's not impossible here that perhaps Hooligan could turn the round. Still a son of a doctrine for Hooligan and the German army. 3rd Panzer Division remains on the reserve there with its doctrinal choices. Focusing the southern victory point. Sandbags being hauled down. And up north point, the mixes as well. Good work there by Hooligan. Trying to play around here. Orangepest always strong centre. Trying to force them into maybe an engagement where Hooligan could maybe bait some units in and destroy them, slowly turning the favor, engagement into his favour again. Fair punted quarters there being authorised. Still some time for him to get out any armour. But if you get the fuel there in his favour, it may just work out. It may just work out. But even then, I think it's going to be a close one here for Hooligan. Very close one. North here, Scout car going for the Steel Pioneers. 10 kills there, almost ace level. Almost ace level. More troops bring in there. Shock troops bring up the besides the engineers. Increasing the chance of getting a wipe here. And I'd be surprised with the Steel Pioneers making it at this point. It's not impossible, but yeah, did. I was about to say statistically very unlikely. More Steel Pioneers there for Hooligan. Or lost a Fultz going to be scored. Losses starting to pile up for him as well. Even if we've got rid of the 2 T-70s, his situation remains not great. Steel Pioneers on the way. Folks coming in there. North got looking straight from the near squad. Almost getting a wipe. Almost getting a wipe. And there you go. Mines would the team lost as well. Therefore, Orangepest in the process. There's going to be no way of detecting mines if Hooligan activate the map. But also, he has less ways of repairing his armor. So that might also have some slightly longer term consequences here against Orangepest for Hooligan. Maybe. Again, it really depends just on if he can get out tank fast enough. And whether or not he just get immediately steamrolled by the KV2 heavy tank. Like a pancake. Looks they're halfway to the ace level. 22 kills in service of Deutschland. Line to 10 they're hiding about. Now north here, bit of skirmish to the Steel Pines. I don't think having a great chance here with the shock tools. Grenade runs missed. There we go. Force retreat. Scout car going for it again there. A cannon for nearby. Ooh, that's going to have to retreat. Orangepest attacking for the south as well. Just pressuring Hooligan from as many angles as possible. Worth noting that Hooligan is not bothered with any machine guns here versus Orangepest. He could at least consider maybe even one at some point. Looks pushing back the penal troopers there, going for the Coh2 again, just looking to disrupt Orangepest fuel flow. But at this point, Orangepest is going to be getting out of KV2 faster than even Hooligan can get out of tank. Which point going to have to consider Yak Panther or Panther, since I think a Panther 4, like in theory, he can do it. It's not impossible. It's going to be very tough for him to do it with a Panzer 4. By the way, KV2 heavy tank out there for Orangepest and the Red Army. equipped with a 152mm gun, a howitzer. Forces their Panzerfaust in the M3A1. Falling back the scout car there, KV2 sitting out there. He is going for the Panzer IV, he is going for the Panzerkampfwagen 4 Ausführung J. As Orangepest KV2 lumbers forwards like a Stalinist giant of steel, socialism, and stale vodka. And I don't think that Luke's making back home there. I don't think he was expecting that. And the Lux is down and knocked up 152 with a gun. In fact, his Schwerpunkt was actually awkwardly put up there. And while it technically does defend the car, but also means Orangepest can just drive up and immediately begin shooting at it. So the situation here for Hooligan just got a lot worse. They came being rounded with the penal troopers. Q turning up, another shot there on the Schwerpanzer quarters. With its 152mm gun. Panzer IV done. I mean, in theory, you can flank the KV2 and force away that there might be a shot there added. Say the Schwerpanzer quarter bars. I mean, Hooligan's in a pretty awkward place. Kevin, they're being enforced healed. How will Hooligan handle Orangepest threat? And there's still, by the way, no dock from Hooligan. Still nothing. We are 26 minutes in the game here, and there's still nothing in the doctrine department from Hooligan. A definite oversight in my book. And there you go. Kevin shoots the KV2. Panzer moving as well there. Forcing Orangepest to fall back here with the KV2 heavy tank and engineers on the flank. Maybe with some mines, but not enough. And there you go. Forcing moving up as well there. KV2 actually taking some nasty damage down to half health as Hooligan's Panzer IV push up. We got a smoke string down here, allowing the KV2 to quickly fall back across the river. Nice save there by Orangepest. Hooligan pulled back the Panzer IV. Pinman machine almost done, and he of course ended up saving his Schwerpanzer quarters. So good work there by Hooligan. Still, Orangepest is in a strong position. He has a much larger force with a much larger tank. Even at this point in the war, it would be a bit of a vintage tank. As well as the KV series by that point of face, that was really only the KV85 which saw any usage. For those not wondering, the KV85 was basically a K1 tank but with a bigger turret and an 85mm gun similar to the T-3045. It was basically just the KV version of the T-3045, really. KV2 they're being fixed up. Schwerpanzer cores they're being repaired, troops sitting out. Comes from the fire from the Panzer IV. Fix up the Schwerpanzer quarters. Continuing ahead here. Just looking to an end coming from the Panzer IV. Great hit. They're half the unit gone with a single high explosive shell. There you go. Finally at the 27 mark or so, Hooligan commits to Luftwaffe ground forces with the heavy fortifications, Stuka smoke reconnaissance, Fallschirmjägers, bandit assaults, and airborne assaults. Something tells me primarily he's going to be using it for the airborne assault here, but some Fallschirmjägers and other stuff could be quite good for him nonetheless. Panzer IV, they're dealing with the advancing KV2, another kidnapper from Hooligan. Panzer IV falling back there. Veterans 1, 6 kills. KV2 gets a glancing blow, then the Panzer IV, but still does some damage there. Pursuing here, Hooligan into space by the looks of it. We got 244 by versus 256. Almost got the Panzer IV there. Can Hooligan save the Panzer IV from Orangepest? They kept him on the flank here. Need to fix up the Panzer IV Schnell there. Good hit on the KV2 heavy tank. Rocket pushes right through the side armor. Of North Point, the mixed east, but the foot's going to be a KV2 holding back. We got pimps on fire here from the Schwerpanzer quarters. And we got another T-34. Oh, we got a T-34 on the way to the Orangepest. Not another one. He's yet to get any. But there you go. A T-34-6 on the way. The first T-34-6 for Orangepest. Folks are there. Routing right past the Ace scout car with the Ace engineers in it. They in fact almost got the same amount of kills there. Truck from the retreat path there, trying to get a wipe there, but fortunately for Hooligan, that does not come to pass. Scout Coleman's taking out, K2 falling back here. 2 kills, veteran 2-1. What will Hooligan do next besides fix up his Panzer IV? He could try, I suppose, to go for some more armor. Right now, Yak Punch could be a good addition to the Panzer IV. I suppose he could try for a second. Panzer IV would help us in the infantry and some of the other stuff, though, again, it's going to be a bit tricky. There was the KV2, though, not impossible. Grabbing the northern point here with the full Skirmishes. There we go. Panzer IV good to go here for Hooligan. 6 kills, veteran 2-1. No, most Panzer IV mold J's released by late 1944-45 actually have wire mesh armored skirts that run just, full plated ones there, as it basically figured that wire mesh was basically more effective versus stuff like, bazooka rockets and the likes, plus, less resources. Plus, they're kind of lighter, so, you know, less reject there as well. Getting good hit in the penal troops there. Good hit from the tanks of the Panther 4. Another hit. Fun fact, by the late war, the Serbs would apply a similar type of armoured skirts to their T-34s, with also sort of shared wire mesh. Apparently, they were actually purpose-made and weren't just bet frames, like they're just grabbing and sticking to the side of the tanks, but they're applying similar ones to like protect against Panzerfaust. So, a little fun facts there about tank protection. Shock was holding out there. Being engineers here with booby traps, very good there. Orangepest, clearly a fan of his explosion. I mean, all the savages, the KV2 have booby traps. If you place any kind of role-playing game, I imagine he's an arch wizard that he likes explosions. T-5 rolling about here, Ketman hanging back. Panther 4 good to go there for Hooligan and Deutschland. KV2 holding up there. Has anyone actually used the Inspire Infantry ability in these things? There you go, setting up in siege mode. Oh dear. That's a definite mistake then. Particularly right in front of the double Kenwerfers. Rise, the Panther goes in for the kill here. Orangepest. Definitely underestimated Hooligan there, and he's paying the price. Well, the tank is paying the price. We even got air support called in here. A decisive blow there against Hooligan. Orangepest just got his nose broken here by Hooligan. That was a definite mistake there. Should at least poked around to see like Angela Kevner's wedding there. So definitely mistake by Orangepest, giving Hooligan that opening. We got Foxman's being called in now, calling some elite imps to put more pressure. Air Force Stukas there, charging down the T-34s. Almost got the anti-tank in there. More fire, there we go. Good hits from the T-34s from 6. Panther 4, Betty 2 with 12 kills. Betty 2. He's still behind in resources, territory, and everything else, but he just took out the KV2, and Orangepest won't be able to call in anytime soon due to the significant recharge, but also the lack of fuel. So even had like the resource for the second KV2, he would still not be able to call in for some minutes. Hooligan could consider another Panther 4 now trying to exploit this opening, or he could go for something else to prepare for the next KV2 possibly, but going for another Panther 4 here would definitely not be a bad idea if you can put a bit of enough pressure there to Orangepest. Scout Cadet almost knocked out in the south. Panther 4 running around 18 kills, slowly approaching halfway point, eventually feedback hit troops reinforcing. Falcon Mega advancing, getting the FG-42 full upgrade there. Back in reinforcement for Orangepest, T-34 from 6 in need of repairs, having suffered some significant damage here from the Germans. And of course, he could salvage the KV2 tank here for a bit extra fuel. Another Panther 4 there for Hooligan. Lance saying they're shooting, bouncing. Panther 4 falling back. Here's the penal troop squad advance. And there you go, routing in front of the Panzerkampfwagen 4. Another shot there. We got 21 kills, halfway to 53 now. Ground the point here. Almost got the southern fuel. More shots bouncing off the Panther 4's armor. Up north, Foxman's ground the point here. Second Panther 4 halfway done. Orangepest at this point seems like he's very much all in on the second KV2 plan, on the big explosion plan. Mine goes off. They almost wiping up Fult's Grenadiers. Looks like they may just survive. Shot fire at the penal troopers. Second Panther 4 almost done. Wait, what? That tree just floated about a bit before deciding where it wanted to drop down. Heinz, are you seeing this? Nein, we're not seeing anything. Don't look at it. Don't think about it. It's not good for you. T-34 guarding a push there towards the northern victory point there, as he's constantly trying to beat out Hooligan there. That's probably not a bad idea. Great little Kedner for there. Second Panther 4 advancing. Cut leave Orangepest northern flank in trouble. Also got a boot trap at the northern fuel point. Very good. Unless you're the Germans, in which case cause it's very bad. Anton there punching away. Up north there, Panther 4 hits a mine. Need to fix that out. Fult's moving in there. Into the booby trap. Hey, look, it's this. It's Free Weissbier. No, don't. God damn it. Fult's almost right up with the T-34 from 6. Always be wary of Free Weissbier. Panther 4, there's a penal subset on mine. Almost getting right there. Goes South Charge on the Panther 4, but it's not an entertaining South Charge. Panther 4 dodges it. Another big explosion. Building there survives somehow. Panther 4 very close to their T-3. From north, T-34 trying to sneak a few hits. Orangepest not far off here from the KV2 heavy tank. Not far off, but still some ways to go. Advancing with the infantry back here, just reinforcing healing for Hooligan. Panthering back north to see the deal with the throng of infantry that Orangepest is flinging at Hooligan center. There you go. Good hit from the Panther 4, very close to 83 and increased rate of fire. We got anti-tank pills from here for Orangepest, sensing he might to go for something like that. Anti-tank rifle shot flanking off the front armor here. Shots bouncing. Hits the KV2 wreckage. Panther 4 number 2 good to go. Back here, troops reinforcing, setting out once more for the German army. Die Dritte Panzerdivision. Back here, T-54 being fixed up for Orangepest. He's getting very close to the second KV2 heavy tank. Got 15 kills and then it's quite impressive how Orangepest was able to keep that one alive for so long and not lost. Actually, you know, still get a lot of killing done. Puma structure in the building here. 100 gunner could be useful. Entertaining there. Outflanked by the 8 now. Veteran 3 Panzer 4. Not quite ace level. Bit more to go here for the upper commander West Panzer 4. If there had been a Wehrmacht Panzer 4, it would have been ace. Fighting over the troops in the center. T-54 signaling about. Pulls the flank up behind there. Good hit with the Kettenwerfer. Panther 4 should be able to damage the engine, allowing him to finish it off with his tanks. There we go. T-54 with a damaged engine. Panther 4's moving in here, sensing an opportunity to deprive Orangepest of his remaining tank until he can call in the KV2, which is right about now. So there you go. Second KV2 heavy tank called in by Orangepest to overcome the fascists through the power of pure socialism and big explosions. Really big ones. Fancy trying to hide behind the KV2 set spot. We got a bomb grenade here. Does some damage, but no casualties. Panther 4 might be able to do some damage here. Should have salvaged that one, I think. KV2 hanging back here for now for Orangepest and the Red Army. Scout car there raising back once more. 19 kills on it. Really, that scout car's been doing some great work there for Orangepest. Some great work. Shock was right here with the Panther 4. 5 kills. KV2 setting out there. Like a behemoth of steel and socialism. Make sure here with the Panther 4 shoots and misses the Panther 4. Now they're entertaining the way there for Orangepest. Now they're light entertaining, by the way. Bit of skirmishes in the south. Teams are dealing with the Fultz Grenadiers. Forcing the Colonel to retreat as well. Panther 4 moving in. Need to cover there with the anti-tank tower charge here from the Puma squad there. Fallschirmjäger advancing. He got 96 versus 210. Up here, mines almost done there for Orangepest. KV2 hammers away. KV2 falling a bit back here. Anti-tanker gets a nice shot there to kick Panther 4, except it doesn't penetrate. But I'm sure it looked really nice. Very aesthetic. Need to retreat the Fallschirmjägers though. Panther 4, the T-54 from 653 versus a non-veteran T-34. That's a win for the Panther 4 if it can hit. No apologies. Almost got the T-54 from 6 there, pushing a bit further ahead to get off the killing blow, and there you go. Orangepest is down just the KV2 heavy tank now. Anti-tanks open the Panther 4, and Panther 4 falls back close to T4. Other Panther 4 move out here, flanking the anti-tankers now as they focus on the more veteran tank. Hooligan sees the opportunity to push ahead. Captain's nearby, but there you go. Gets too close and gets hit with an anti-tank satchel charge. Or not. Apparently the squirrels took it. Thinking it was a first aid help, but they're going to get a surprise when they take it back home. And it's not the good kind of surprise. Panther 4 moving about here. Really lucky though for Hooligan that anti-tank satchel charge still whiffed. That is some unbelievable luck. KV2 shoots the Panther 4. Panther 4 gains 54. Air support raining down here with the Luftwaffe striking with Sturkers or Sturzkampfflieger. Sturzkampfflieger, anyways. Panther 4 falling back. 34 kills there. Anti-tanks falling back. We got 88 versus 195. Bomb grenade here. They got Balde Ladung. Need to fix up his Panther 4. Could actually technically go for another one soon. I mean, 3 Panther 4s could be a problem here for Orangepest that might be beyond his salvaging. 37 kills there. 38. 39. That's going to be a wipe, I think. There we go. 40 kills on the Panzer IV now. Orangepest is really starting to struggle now. Things are starting to fall apart at a rapid pace. We've got full Imperial troopers here. KV2 rolling out there for Orangepest. And the Dead Army. I mean, it could also go for Jagdpanzer Panther to have a better chance for the KV2, but then again, 3 Panzer IVs should also just be sufficient and also just pummel all of Orangepest infantry into submission. Shock troopers popping smoke grenade to hide behind, but the Panzer IV, of course, just cruise right through it. Maybe even crash some poor bastard. There you go. Some poor bastard shot to bits. And Norman Johns as well. They're the great Soviet in the sky. Need to put back his Panzer IV. There you go. Quick blitz. Good response there. Another penetrate from the line to tank that range. That's pretty lucky there for Orangepest. Pretty lucky. We got 87 to 176. Third Panzer IV almost done there for the Hooligan. Almost done. Oh, you can't call it in, so we obviously back to goes for it. We can go for it. Repair parties, I believe, also ready here for Hooligan. Panzer Northwards, 10 kills, close to Veteran 2. 5 to ground the center 8 point. Shock. Fuck. She gave me the penal troopers there. Not shock troopers involved in any point there. Another shattered charge. Another explosion. Escapes Orangepest's lips as he yells it out loud. Got forces from the engineers in the south. Two of the flanked of the Panzer IV kept moving in there. Might be able to finish it off here. Getting stuck here, getting stuck. Oh dear. Oh dear, we could see the KV2 go down. The KV2, oh, almost dead. And the KV2 is down, leaving Orangepest now adrift without any armor. There's an opponent who now soon has 3 Panzer IVs. And the scout car also finally goes down. Holy smokes, that is a double sucker punch there to Orangepest. That M31 did some heavy lifting there for Orangepest, but then even that could not lift this situation into a better one. So now soon Hooligan's going to have 3 Panzer IV Model J's. He's still on victory points, but his opponent's going to have like 2 lines of tank guns to stop the Panzer IVs, including eventually 4 Panzer IV, which is going to be quite accurate, by the way, and of course good rate of fire. So that is not great news for Orangepest infantry. That is not great news. Shocktroopers are going for the full continuous. Panzer IV moving in here. 45 kills, close to the ace level here. Going straight for the shock troopers and routing them. Will Orangepest go for Nation 5? Will go for T-34 some 6? Will he somehow try and sort out for another KV2? And of course, the big question is, should he gone for a KV2 in the first place? I think he should have gone for some T-34 before that. 47 kills on the Panzer IV. Model J up north here, Panzer IV. Pushes back some pumps, hits a mine. Damage engine this freshly arrived Panzer IV, the one setting out here. Moving towards us and get the engineers dug in. Orangepest commits to the issue 5. Quick from the entertainers of the Panzer IV. 66 versus 143. All 3 chip points are under the control of Hooligan. A soon to be bomb grenade hit the advancing troops. And there we go, hell of a hit. Human was dead all around. Fatima was dead. Veterans he fought. Almost ace level notes as well. Panzer IV also very close. Units wiped out. It is looking pretty badly for Orangepest. The Asian 5 is almost done, but I don't think at this point he can salvage the situation here, which Hooligan seem to be very much in control of. Going for the southern victory point there. Panzer IV is going to move in and finish them off. 52 kills on this veteran Panzer crew. Not quite Panzer Elite, but they're right about there. Nice shot, they almost got them. Another shot misses. It's a veteran fact, he gets a bonus to being more accurate on the move. Neat little bonus there, by the way. Mission 5 shoots the Panzer again. Disengage, disengage. Scheiße. Oh, he's going to lose it, I think, but still gets the ace level at least on it. No, he actually survives with it. Impressive. I think he might even kill some shock troopers with it. Oh, wait, grenades being exchanged here. Shock troopers forced to retreat. We got 66 versus 101. Orangepest still clings to victory. There's someone reminding him the Gulag is going to be his next stop. And Hooligan is going for 4 Panzer IV. That's going to be almost full platoon there for Panzer IV. So that's going to be a real problem for Orangepest. I mean, 3 is already a big one. It's just like he's just adding to the mess by now for Orangepest. With the 4th Panzer IV, he's just adding to the mess, pouring more fuel on the fires. Saddle charge again. And at this point, he's got so much munitions, he can just throw them about like they're candies. He just doesn't have enough troops to throw around the saddle charges anymore like that. Bung grenade here again. Panther 4 setting out. Engineers almost wiped out. In fact, looks like one engineer squad is going to go down here unless it gets very lucky. Looks like it got very lucky. And Tanks is trying like Kedna. He's attempting to, but the shots just failed to hit. Because they're firing high explosive rounds, not armor piercing rounds. There's so many dead people here. There's so many corpses. By that western side of the victory point. Ace fights from 31, killed the engaged for the tanks to retreat. We got 66 versus 47. 4 Panther 4 here for Hooligan versus Orangepest. 1 tank destroying 2 light intake tank guns. So they are. One is ace level, the other one is close to the ace level. Still, the odds are not with Orangepest. Now it looks like Hooligan setting up for like a pinch minute here with the Panther 4s. There we go. Northern pincer caught here by Orangepest. That does mean the center's open and the right flank, in fact, is open here. Panther 4's going to go for a deeper flank here. Very good. Panther 4's getting ready in the base. 24 points left here for Orangepest. Panther 4 rolling out. Panther 4 going for a flank here. Outmaneuvering the anti-tanks and the tank destroyer. Going in for the H5 with the Panther 4. Good work, good work. Other Panther 4, they're heavily damaged by the H5 should go down soon. Troops are something hammered. Forced to retreat. H5 almost done. There goes. Second Panther 4 arrives to the scene. Ace Panther 4 could also soon assist. And there we go. H5 down. Smokes and down from the anti-tank guns. From that, Orangepest, I think, is safe out the fight here in the south of Kedna for blocking the east from grabbing the point. Panther 4 rushing down as well. Others are going here to deal with the anti-tank guns. And there you go. Orangepest realized the fight is over. A win here for Hooligan. A brutal battle of Wilson domination. And then Hooligan did pull through push. Largely, of course, I think Orangepest shouldn't have gone for the KV2 like he did. That and the siege man, there was a mistake. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope you'll tomorrow again for a nice new episode.